Hi everyone, Monica here. I know this is a busy, hectic time for everybody, but it's all the more time for us to do a little bit of junk journaling. Especially for me, I really find it very, very therapeutic. And I just wanted to journal a page about kind of like a little bit of a vent on my part, but you know me, I try not let things bother me. I just wanted to talk a little bit about when people criticize you and tend to fall for the well-being of good intentions, I guess, but really they're not. I'm going to work as I talk, and I just got this in the mail today. It was from the Canadian Post Office, and I love this little holiday greetings shouldn't require virus protection, but I like the shouldn't require, so I'm going to use this here. I was sitting talking with somebody the other day. When people tend to do that, I right away, it's like when you close your window in the car, I just kind of close up, and it's almost like my protective shield goes up. So then I go into more like observation mode, kind of like, really, why would they say something weird like that? And one of the comments that was said, it's not the first time I've heard this, but it's just interesting. When people say to me, boy, you sure don't sound like you're African American, or you don't talk like a black woman. And I'm like, well, I am black and I am talking, so hey, I guess I talk like this black woman. But it just kind of just irks me, like, who are you? Have you talked to every black woman on the planet, and do you know? And or like people feel it's their duty to say something to you, like if you've created something or baked something special for someone or made a card or done something that you deem to be really, really nice. Hang on, I'm just going to go grab some gesso. Hold on. You probably hear me, but I'm not within really good range. But anyway, if you have done something, especially if you've done something out of the kindness of your heart, and then someone goes, well, yeah, that's nice, but, you know, it probably would taste better if it had a little bit more salt, or it probably would look better if you had used this this color or whatever, where they feel like it's their right or that their duty to tell you what they think, like they're perfect, or I don't know. It just really, really, really cracks me up. Especially if it's things that, I mean, I believe in being truthful and honest, but I also believe in if there's things that are not within the person's control to change. For example, I can't change how I talk. That's just the way I talk. Then why comment on it? And commenting on it in kind of a, that's interesting that you just don't talk like a whatever, or you don't look like a, or your hair isn't this, or, oh, it just, I don't know, it just kind of cracks me up. Or, again, if you've made something special for somebody, and you've gone out of your way, and you're going to show somebody else, look what I did. Not that you need anything from them, approval, you're just sharing what you did. And like, you don't need their negative feedback. All they have to say is, great, that's awesome, isn't that cool? And sort of keep it to themselves. So I know, I'm sure some of you out in my subscribers or someone watching today, this is why I'm art journaling about this. Because I know those kind of things we used to call it, me and my kids, we call it when your ears get hot. When somebody says something to you and you kind of want to cry, but you don't. So when you get, we used to call it hot ears. So when you get hot ears, what do you do with that stuff? Well, you can art journal the page and you can blab like I do. Of course, people might say, oh, gee, you talk a lot. I do talk a lot. That's what I do, and that's me. That's what makes me. who I am. So you can art journal it. If you have nobody to talk about, put it in your art journal, then just let it go, because there's no point in trying to change. It doesn't mean that you're not good enough. Just because I don't talk a certain way, or I don't create or cook or sew the way you might do it, doesn't mean I'm not good enough, because who's to say that you are perfect? Nobody is perfect. Even I'm not perfect. And so you just don't take it, try not to take those things too personal. So I am putting here, I'm using these really, really cool foam letters. They're not thicker, but they look just like them. So and this is going to be a really quick art journaling page, but none less important. I think it's just as important. So it says, I am me, and then 3 little asterisks for the dot, dot, dot. And then I'm going to use this really cool, I think it's called foolscap. I got it at a thrift store a while back. And see, it's that old, what do you call it? You know, it's lined paper, but it's sort of newsprinty and so old. It's so thin. It's very cool. Love it. So I think, I glued that down. I will just kind of trim out. I don't need very much of it. Oh, I might just use this little piece up here and see if I can gently peel away this little, oh, there, on the other side. Perfect. Love it when that happens. Yeah, so don't let these things get you down, people. I know what it's like. I feel the same way as you, because a couple of these things just recently happened to me, and I actually got hot ears. And I was like, Monica, really? Don't go down that road. You know better than that. Like, seriously? You're going to change yourself? You're 60 years old. Are you kidding me? So, yeah, I thought, you know what? I'm going to take the time to do some art journaling, even though I'm super busy right now. I'm never too busy for this. I'm getting ready. I think I told you guys that I'm going to Mexico exactly a week from, I think it's a week and a day from today. We'll be flying to the Mayan Riviera. It's really funny because my husband and I, we don't do this. This is not something we do, just take off and go on a vacation like this. But, and I kind of feel a little bit like I'm running away, but I'm really excited. It's just going to be so fun. So I'm all ready. Everything's all wrapped. I've done some Christmas baking, and I'm having Christmas dinner here. And so yeah, everything's all done. I just have to come home and cook dinner. And my mom's going to help, so that'll be perfect. So I'm putting I am me. Then on here I'm going to put and I am, and I am enough. You don't want anything more than this. This is it. That's all you get. Me. In all my glory, with my voice, the way it is. That's me. And if you don't like it, well, I don't know what I can say to that. I inked around this with just a little bit of red rose ink, just because it's sitting right here on my desk and it happens to match the paper that I have in here. So I'm just going to slip that in there and tape it down with my ATG gun. So I want you guys to just remember this. I mean, if anyone says anything to you about anything you're doing, first of all, focus on the positive things that people say. We tend to so often, I remember when I used to work back in a school, and teachers, it would be report card time, and you know, most of it, parent-teacher conference, where the parents come to meet the teachers, and you know, teacher I worked with, she would get raving praise from all the parents. Then there would be one parent that just isn't happy about this and blah, 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 blah. And what do you think that teacher and most people focus on? The one negative thing that people have to say. Try to focus on the positives. Look yourself in the mirror, and if somebody says something to you that isn't very nice or is well-meaning, well, I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but one of those. You look at yourself in the mirror and think of all the things you've accomplished that have brought you right to where you are right in this moment. And just say to them, you know what, you can go kiss a rock or something. I don't know. But just don't let it hold you. So down here, I'm going to put I am me and I am enough. And I'm going to put I shouldn't require instructions. I don't need anybody to tell me what to do or how to be. I'm going to put maybe we shouldn't require instructions. Or no, I. This is still wet. Hang on, I just have to dry this and I will be right back. So I dried this off and it says I am me and I am enough. And instead of I shouldn't require instructions, I think what I'm going to put there is I shouldn't require assembly because I am well put together, thank you very much. So I'm going to put I like this. Shouldn't require assembly. So then I've got this jar of flowers that I've got about 3 of them. I was in a few flower swaps and I just keep them over here, and I found this one that sort of had the red center on it. So I'm just going to glue that right on my page, just like that, and call it a day. And there we have my journal entry for today. So, if anybody out there was feeling a little less whatever because somebody said something to make your ears hot, you're enough. You don't require assembly. You're so well put together, and God doesn't make junk. So, have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.